Hi there, difficult conversations. OG sugar free. Hey there. Hello, everyone. Hey, nephew. Hey, Deshaun. One tough one. Is it IU 808? I would assume you're probably in Hawaii, right? James Johnson, how are you doing, sir? How are you? Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Queen Cha Cha, Britt, Nikki, Lala. Hello, how are you guys doing? Give me a minute. I'm going to take a sip, okay? I am so thirsty. Hey, nourishment for your soul. Hey, Courtney, how are you? Hey there, my nephew. How are you doing? Is it? Hopefully, I say it right. Dewana, Dewana Wisdom. Please forgive me if I mess it up. Hey, Jana, Earth Angel. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good evening. Excuse me. Thank you, Anna Marie. How are you doing, beautiful lady? Hi, Vanessa. Let's see. It's going really fast, so excuse me if I miss you. Hi, Mr. Bo, Selena, Jacqueline, Zenobia. What a pretty name. Rosalind, hello, how are you? Shirley, hey, Miss Shirley. Yvette, Sarah, Facebook user. Thank you, Alexa. How are you? Let's see. I look like Tina Marie. That was my girl. That was my girl, Yugo Kasanai. That Kimchi. Ooh, I love me some kimchi. Hey, Kimchi Jones Sr. Oh, Jr., I'm sorry. Hey, Deanna. How are you, Shelby? Cherie. Let's see. Lizzie, Holly, Klein. Let's see. If I missed anyone. Carolyn, Badu. Thank you. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Tari, El Paso. Okay. Phoenix, Arizona in the house. All right. Alicia. Hey, girl. Brisa, Orlando. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. I got that hair on. I do. Hey, Sheila. Thank you so much, Mr. Bo. Thank you. Let's see. Crystal, how are you? Is that Relove? How Relove? Danette, hi Danette. Hey, Tiara girl, how are you? Yes. Let me see. Me Yorker. Hey there. Gustavia. Ooh, pretty from Chicago. Gustavia, that's pretty. Hey, Miss Karen, how are you? How you doing? Aloha. Let's see, who is Zoya? Hi, Zoya. Lotus Bloom. Hey, Miss Pat, how are you doing, ma'am? Zoya. Hey, Miss Jesus Girl Betty. Thank you. How are you guys doing tonight? How's everyone doing tonight? Let me get my poof down some. I like big poof. Let me get the poof down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Atlanta, Kristen. How come you didn't come to the conference when I was in Atlanta? Anna from Buffalo. Okay. I'll be in Buffalo. I'll be not Buffalo. I'll be in New York in 2024. Hey, April. How are you? Carmen. What a pretty name. Hi, Kitty Cat Black. How are you? Michelle. I am doing great. Thank you so much, Mel. Got Miss Pat over here, Miss Karen. Shatildra. How are you, Shatildra? Hi, Amanda, Colorado in the house. How are you? Hi, Miss Kathy from Illinois, Columbus, Ohio. Okay. All right. Ari, how are you? It's Lashka. Oregon. Okay. You're not too far from me. Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you. Hi, Rory, Ohio. Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Shanae. Hopefully I said that right. Hey, Shanae. Dallas. I'm surprised you didn't come to Dallas when I was in Dallas. San Francisco. I'll be in California next year. I'll be in Los Angeles. Hey, Clay. Let's see. Washington State in the house. Okay. Jessup, Georgia. All right, Miss Shelley. Dothan, Alabama. Shut your mouth. I went to Carroll High School in Ozark, Alabama. All right, Dothan in the house. Nikki, Tiffany, North Carolina in the house. Hey, Amber. All right, let's see. Tamara. Salem, Oregon. Come to Salem, Oregon. You ain't too far away from me. Arizona in the house. Okay. Beautiful British Columbia. All right. Chicago. Apostle Sadler will be having her conference in Chicago next year. So we'll be in Los Angeles, California, and then we're coming up to, we're going to Chicago. Thomasville, Georgia. You the only one from Canada? Well, girl, represent, honey. Let's see. Maryland in the house. I might be in DC, Maryland area during the spring break. I might come up there and do a meet and greet. Sue from Wisconsin, Farmersville, Atlanta. Lizette, how come you didn't come to my conference in Atlanta? Good to see you. Well, hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie Geraldine, how are you? Let's see. Thomasville, I'm hollering back at you, girl. I am Sam Charles. How are you? Azalea, Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, South Carolina. Hey, Tracy. Teresa, the UK in the house. Okay, Pueblo, Colorado. All right, Danette, I see you. Virginia, Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Let us know if you do DC. I may come and visit, but I probably won't do a conference. I might do a meet and greet. And the meet and greet, hey, Detroit. I'll be in Detroit soon, too. Let's see. Thank you so much, Lester. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Courtney. Hi, Mike. How are you, sir? No, you coming on right on time. San Diego. Miss Cheryl, I hope I see you in Los Angeles next year. Hi, Elect. When am I coming back to Atlanta? I'll be back. I haven't figured out when I'm going to come back, but I'll be back because I got family in Georgia. So I'll be back. All right, so before I get started, hi, Indiana. St. Louis. Oh, thank you. I'll be up there soon. I got to make my rounds. A lot of time, if I do one conference, a lot of time I can't do conferences back to back because the team the team can't travel with me like that because, they can't travel like that. I got to pay them to travel and I can't pay them to travel all the time. So if I were to come, some of them may not be able to come with me. They got families, they got jobs, they got ministries and stuff like that. And so if I come to one place and everybody comes, I can't go like back to back a lot of times. If I were to come into a city where the team could not come with me, they would be on Zoom. Like my first conference, they would be on Zoom and then I would be in person. But check this out. Hold on, let me turn my fan up. Oh no, I turned it down. Okay. I know it's going to be loud. I apologize. So check this out. So tonight, my moderator, Just Be Real, is not going to be on because she's not feeling well. And I want you guys to know something. Now I know that she's not on here. You guys won't know. She won't know unless you go back and answer. But listen, what I would like to do, I want to do something special for Just Be Real because no matter what time it is, Just Be Real is always with me. She's been with me for years. She's always there to help me, support me. When I do these conferences, from the first conference, everywhere I go, she's there. She's my personal assistant. Whenever I travel, she takes care of me. When I'm about to pass out and faint, Just Be Real is always there for me. She takes care of me. If I call her up, it doesn't matter what I ask her to do. Just Be Real always helps me out. And what I would like to do, because tonight she's not able to join me, and this is like the first time that she has not been able to join me on any type of live that I've ever done. And so what I would like for you guys to do, I would like to send her an appreciation. I would like to send her some monetary appreciation. And so what I would like for you guys to do, surprise her. I would like you guys to cash app her. And all I want you guys to say, thank you so much for what you do on social media. For Dr. C, whatever you want to write in there. But I want, if you guys want to send her $5, $10, $20, just send her some appreciation, because I really appreciate her. I wish I had more to give her, but I want the family to come together, and I just want you guys to show her some appreciation. Just say thank you, because this is the first time she hasn't been with me, because she's not feeling well. So I just want you to say, get well, feel better. Thank you for supporting the channel. And her Cash App is $. I type it in this little box in here. It's $, just be real. So it's $, JUST, just, then it's BE, real, REAL, first, one ST. And I'm gonna put it into the box down here. Hopefully you guys will see it. Is $, JUST, BE, REAL, number one ST. And do me a favor. Let me put it in here, okay? It is $, JUSTBEREAL, number one ST. Okay, so you guys look, just do me a favor. And what I want you guys to do is just send her a token of appreciation. Send her $5, $2, $10, $20. And all I want you guys to say is either get well soon, say thank you so much, just say something out of appreciation. Just give her appreciation. She won't be here tonight because she's not feeling well. Just send her something and just say thank you. And I just want this to come from the family. We're her family, and we want her to get well and come back soon, and just tell her thank you. Okay, just tell her thank you for me. And I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Okay, well, let me start Clubhouse and we'll get started. So I'm not going to be on. I know I say this all the time, y'all. You know, you my family. I love y'all, and I get caught up because I love talking to y'all. But this time I have to get off soon as I'm done, because I have something that I have to get done. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk. I'm not going to talk very long. I'm coming in with 6 points. 6 points to encourage you, to encourage you. You'll see in just a minute, okay? And what I'm gonna do is once I'm finished talking, I'm gonna take about three questions, and then I'm gonna go over to Clubhouse, and I'm gonna take about 3 questions, and then I'm gonna get off, okay? Because I really cannot be on too long tonight, because I have something that I have to get done right after, and I will stay on forever. Thank you so much, Miss Karen. Thank you so much. So while Just Be Real is not here, Cluster Be Free, Karen Smith, those of you know her, Cluster Be Free, Karen Smith, make sure you go subscribe to her channel. Make sure you go follow her on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever she's at. But she's going to stand in for Just Be Real tonight. And please be respectful to the moderators. And Miss Karen, if someone acts a fool, you can warn them. If they act a fool, you can block them. Totally up to you. Thank you so much. On Clubhouse, you don't have to worry about Clubhouse. Usually I'm looking down, so I'm looking over on the side. But don't worry about Clubhouse. You got me on the social media, though. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get started. Let's start the Clubhouse. So let's start the Clubhouse. And then we're going to start talking for a few minutes. Hey, Miss Clara. Hi, La Queen. How are you doing? Hey, there is a Haka. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is my Tina Marie Rick James look right here. This is my Fire and Desire hairstyle. Y'all like it? Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to give just a few minutes. Hey, Miss Nikita, Alicia, Kinshiro. I know who that is. Hey, Shirley. Oh, look at the pretty bird. Oh, look at that beautiful bird. That is gorgeous. Hey there, everybody. How are you doing? Lola, Orlando, Michelle. How's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. You sleepy? You gotta go to sleep. You got all them childrens over there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for being here. That Tina Marie, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I just want to be your... Well, no, that's not a good thing to say on this channel, huh? I don't want to be nobody's lover girl. Yeah. But anyway, so let's get some of the folks in here. Hey, Glittery, how are you doing? Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much. Well, you come wherever you want to come, Ari. All right, well, let's get started. Hi, Amara. Thank you guys so much for being here. For those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Dr. Carmen Bryant. I am a licensed mental health counselor here in the great state, the Northwest. The beautiful Northwest with beautiful evergreen trees where everything is green. Reminds you of Germany. Those of you that are over in Germany, honey, it reminds you of Germany, certain parts of the UK. Beautiful. Love me some Washington. Decided to stay here after I retired from the military because it reminded me so much of Germany. That is my home for you guys that don't know. Grüß dich. Zum all mein Deutsche Bekannte, mein Familie. Boy, I'm trying to think in English and speak in German. Guten Abend zu meiner Familie. So hello to everybody. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you, I am also a certified, I have to recall what I am. I am a certified, I'm a certified clinical trauma professional. I love to, well, I'm a mental health provider and I work with victims of domestic violence, but I work a lot. My platform is those people that have suffered domestic violence, but suffered domestic violence at the hands of someone that might have narcissistic personality disorder. I work on this platform, and then I join the rest of my family on the platform on Tuesday. For those of you that know Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper, that is Helen Sadler. I work with Miss Karen Smith. I got some poor connection going over here, so I apologize. I work with Cluster B Free, Karen Smith, Telsha with the T on MPD, Confessions of a Christian Girl, Miss Tasha Leland, Bishop Kathy Gibson, My Life is Intentional, and those people that you see on that platform, that is my family, that is my tribe. We work together, especially on Tuesdays. We work together on that platform. You ready, Miss Clara? And on this platform, I'm Overcoming Narcissist Abuse Hostess. This is a platform that I developed for those that have been through it. Yes, I am a survivor myself. Yes, I have been through it myself. And so I took my pain and the torment that I went through, and I turned it into something valuable to help other people come out of this situation. And so you see the title tonight. It says, I'm tired of being like this after narcissist abuse. Help me. Help me. Well, the first thing I'm going to say is if you're still in that cycle, some people are still stuck in that cycle of, I can't believe this has happened. This is what they've done to me. This is what has happened. This is what is done to me. This is what they said. This is what they've done. Now, there's a difference between those that are just coming out of this situation because you're in shock. So when you are in shock, it's like you're trying to justify in your mind. You're trying to get answers. I need answers. I need closure. I need answers. I need answers. Why? Why wasn't I good enough? Why would he do this? Why would she do this to me? You know, what is it about her? What is it about him that's better than me? Why didn't I measure up? I gave you children. I gave you a house. I gave you money. I treated you well. I loved you. You know, I don't get it. What's wrong with me? There's nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with them. Number one, understand there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. I'm not saying you're perfect, but there's something wrong with them. Don't always turn it around. I mean, yeah, we got issues, you know, and we play a part in tearing down relationships and doing whatever. Yes, we understand that. But when you got somebody that's that devious, that is that trifling, put it that way. Like my sisters will say, somebody that's that trifling, that they're so now, everybody is not a narcissist. Everybody does not have narcissistic personality disorder. Some people are toxic. Some people have not matured. Some people are not ready to settle down. And so a lot of times you're assuming because you see narcissistic traits, meaning that you see a lot of traits of narcissism, but it's not a disorder. It does not cause them mental issues. It does not cause issues in their work. You know, they are just toxic. They're toxic and they're deviants. They're just, you know, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are a narcissist. It could mean that they're immature, because a lot of times you may see an immature person change for someone they want to change for. I want to change because this is the person that I really love. All those other people were just game. Unfortunately, sometimes we are the people that are in that game. You know, you wondering like, what is it about her? She don't even look as good as me. He doesn't even look as good as me, you know, or he doesn't even have degrees. He can't even read and write. She can't even read and write. She licking windows and licking ashtrays. You know, what is the problem? You know, she looks like Eeyore. She looked like Shrek. He looked like Donkey. You know, it has nothing to do with the looks and everything. You know, but the thing about it is these are these 6 things that I want to bring to your attention. And the reason why I bring this to attention, now Miss Clara was there last night when we went to go see Dr. Cindy Trim. And I glean a lot because I glean a lot for myself, for my children. Now, keep in mind, y'all keep in mind, I am a survivor of narcissist abuse too. My children are survivors of narcissist abuse as well. And the thing about it is that I had to learn to heal. I had to learn to let go of the past. You got to learn to let go of the past. It doesn't matter how much you talk about the situation. If you need to talk about it, you find a coach, you find a therapist, especially if you're dealing with mental health issues, you find a therapist. Coaches and therapists can lead you through this traumatic time. I'm gonna tell you something though. I want to commend somebody real quick. Miss Karen Smith, who is a cluster B free. One thing that I can say about, there's a lot of things I can say about Karen, but one thing I can say about Miss Karen is she a fighter. Number one, not only is she a fighter, she's a protector by nature. She's a protector by nature. If you ever link up with her as a coach, she's one of those type people that's going to get you resources. She's going to get you resources. She's going to refer you if you need to be referred, but she's going to get you resources. She's one of those type people. She's going to stick with you. She's going to stick with you and she's going to make you feel safe. Her and Miss Pat usually work together and talk to each other, but Miss Karen is a protector. But and the people, if you link up with with Telsha with the T, Miss Telsha is gonna let you know she's one of them aunties. We all them aunties that sit at the table, but Telsha, one of them aunties, is gonna let you know about, like she said, them backward walking giraffes. Them donkeys in boots, whatever she call them. She that auntie that's gonna let you know, girl, you worth more than that, and she'll let you know about these dysfunctional individuals. Miss Karen gonna let you know about them reprobate minds, and she gonna let you know that there's help out there for you. Bishop Kathy Gibson, if you connect with her, she's gonna let you know your value. She's gonna let you know just how valuable you are. Big, skinny, big, tall, little, short, you look like a troll. She's gonna tell you your value. And most of the time she's geared toward women, but she's gonna let you know your value. Apostle coming with the hammer. She's gonna let you know the spiritual aspect. And one thing that's really beautiful, a lot of things, but what is beautiful about her, she doesn't discriminate between what your belief system is, but what she's going to do is she's going to acknowledge the fact that that there's something spiritually behind the narcissist. The platform that she's on gives us as Christians, and even me as a therapist, gives me an opportunity to express my belief system behind narcissism. Whenever I do my channels, I usually talk about the clinical or the psychological aspect behind it. When I get on her channel, we're able to be free to express our religious beliefs behind, narcissism. And one thing she doesn't do, she doesn't discriminate against what your religion is, what your belief system is. She's going to bring you the biblical perspective, the spiritual perspective behind narcissism. So there's a team. And the thing about it is you have to make up your mind that you want to change your mind and change your perspective. Because, if you think about it for a minute, we could talk about this over and over and over again. And yes, when you go to therapy, when you talk to a coach, you got to get it out of your system. You got to talk about it. But it gets to a point where you just talking and talking about the thing over and over and over again. Ask yourself this question. That's going to be raw. I'm going to keep it real. But I'm that auntie that's going to keep it real. So come on, nephews and nieces. I'm that auntie sis. I'm that sis, that auntie, that doc, whatever. This is going to keep it real. The thing about it is, it doesn't matter how much you talk about it. What is it going to change? Is it going to change anything that you've ever been through? I know you want revenge. I know it's not fair, but what is it that we can do to change it? You can't change them, and you can't change nothing that they did. And for a lot of people, you're thinking to yourself, I want an apology. Well, that's the anchor that keeps you connected to the narcissist, because they know I'm going to keep that door open, and you want the apology. I want an explanation. I want closure from this person. They owe me an explanation. They don't owe you nothing. Nobody owe you anything. And the one thing that they know is that what you desire, that's what they're going to make. That's the bait that's going to always make you run behind them. And every time you go back, it's going to get worse. But you have to ask yourself the question. We could talk about it forever and ever and ever and ever. What is it changing? They still a narcissist. They still narking. They still abusing people. They still abused you. They still tore out your heart. They still messed up your kids. They still messed up your life. What do you can't do anything about it. The one thing that I learned is how powerful of a woman I was. And it wasn't until later on when I thought about how powerful of a woman I am. Let me give you an example for a minute. I'm going to give y'all some of my business. You want some of my business? I know y'all do, because y'all all in my business. Y'all my business. Y'all nosy. Y'all just nosy. Listen, when I went through what I went through, thank God I had the mentor that I had at that time, because I was like some of y'all. I want revenge. I want them to hurt the way that I hurt. I want them to fail. I want them to lose their career. I want them to do. Now, keep in mind, both of us are in the military, and his new wife, military at the time. I had the power to ruin both of their careers. I could have jacked up their careers. I could have jacked up their reputation. I could have got them put out the military, right? I was in the military. I used to be a first sergeant. I know how the system works. I know exactly how to do everything. I used to have to do certain things within the unit. That was my job. I used to work with general staff. This is where the complaints go when you talk about senior leaders in the military. So I know how it works. I had the power. I had pull. I still had friends in high places. I had the power to ruin their career, to get them kicked out the military, and jack up their pay. Thank God I had a mentor, because I had to keep myself in check. Because first of all, I'm a believer in vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. Y'all remember that. It's not up to me to get revenge, because then I'm on the same level and the same playing field as them. So I'm not being arrogant when I say this, y'all. But what I'm saying is I had to keep myself above this nonsense. I had to keep myself above them at all times, meaning that I swallowed my pride and I allowed them to talk junk. What a narcissist knows is, see, a narcissist knows how much power you really have. The crazy thing about it is that they get attached to the wrong person. They can tear up everything. I mean, because there are people out there that are in prison right now for a narcissist pushing the buttons the wrong way, and they ended up in prison because the narcissist is no more. Put it that way, right? But the thing about it is that I shut my mouth, and I was ridiculed. I was embarrassed. I was humiliated. He even got the new wife to talk junk, make sure she was doing little stuff to agitate me. See, I'm the type of person back in the day. I'm not saying now, but back in the day. See, I get on a plane and show up at your house and knock on the door and say, now, what were you saying? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm the type, I'll knock on your door. What you say? Now, hold on. What you have said? Thank God for deliverance, and thank God for the mentor that I had, because I had to shut my mouth in the times that I wanted to jump out and say something, jump up and defend myself, jump up and shut down the nonsense. I shut my mouth because I had more power than the situation. I was more powerful than the narcissist. And the thing about it is the narcissist knew that I could have damaged and ruined everything. So instead of the narcissist just being quiet, the things that he would do is she messy, she vindictive, she always doing this. You need to protect yourself. So come up with ways to protect themselves, because he thought that I was coming after him, and he knew I could. Both of them knew I could. But I refrained to show them that they don't know, but that I have power. Number one, I realized she's got children too. And if I do that, I'm messing up those children's livelihood. Number two, she don't even know what she got yet. And the biggest revenge I got is when you discover what you got. So you ain't even discovered what you got yet. So I'm gonna let you wind down. I'm gonna let you get it off your chest. Get the hair on your chest, and I'm gonna let you get it off your chest until you discover what you got. Now I feel bad for it. At first I didn't, but now I feel bad for it, because I know you know what you got. You got a little monster over there, right? Not only that, but I would have messed up my own finances, because he does take care of his daughter. And my daughter has benefits behind it. But if I would have said the wrong things, I could have messed all that. I would have messed up all the money, messed up everything. So I had to look at it. Y'all working for me, baby. She ain't got no needs. She ain't got no wants taken care of. So that let me know. And for some of you guys, no matter how angry you are, don't cut your nose off despite your face. You got more power than you think you do. The narcissist know you got a lot of power. See, the thing that you don't understand is the narcissist is more afraid of you than you are of them. And as long as that narcissist can keep you in fear, keep you in grief, keep you in this rotating cycle of woe is me, it's so pitiful. I'm so, oh my God, what is it about me? And why? I'm nothing, I'm no one, and I always, and oh my God. And yeah, as long as they can keep you like that, you'll never discover just how powerful you really are, because a narcissist is actually afraid of you. Why? If they're not afraid of you, if I'm not afraid of you, I can come and ask you, Clara, if I'm not afraid of you, I can come and ask you a question. And then you can either tell me yes or no. And I respect that. Okay, yes, I get it. Okay, no problem. No, I don't think so. Okay, that's cool. But a person that's afraid of another person has to use manipulative tactics to get what they want. They'll use threats. They'll swell up. They'll use abuse. They'll use aggression. They'll use insults, all to force you to change your mind to do something. A person that is weak uses force, anger, abuse to try to force them way into changing another person's mind. That's weakness. Now, last night we were at keeping it gangster. But let me tell you, so the thing about it is, last night when we went and listened to Dr. Cindy Trim, I gleaned from her, and then I was writing notes down. And today, when I was listening to Apostle during service, I wrote some notes down because I really wanted to bring it back to you because it applies to a lot of you guys. You know, number one, some of you grew up in a household where when you were born into that family, your family was already toxic. So because your family was toxic, you know, you were given these rose-colored glasses. And so you grew up and they were always critical. So you never saw anything good about yourself. So because you were not introduced to the greatness of yourself, you walked around life with these rose-colored glasses on, and you assume you were just that what your parents said. Because if your parents don't respect you, if your parents look at you that way, then obviously it must be so, right? So you walk around, not only are they critical and you critical on yourself, you're critical because you can't see the good in nobody else. You can't see the good in nobody else because you were never taught the good in nobody else. You don't see the good. And it takes a long time to see the good in other people because you see the bad first before you see the good, right? The thing about it is you also grew up in a home where you were rejected and abandoned. And these are some points that I would like to make. This is some things that I gleaned. And once I make these points, that's it. I'm going to drop the mic and we out of here. The first thing is today, this is what Apostle said. And I said, let me bring this to you guys. Some of you guys say, I keep attracting the same thing. If you keep attracting the same thing, that means you keep doing the same thing. So I think the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a change or something different. If you're doing the same thing over and over again, that means that you haven't stopped doing the same thing over and over again. So you keep attracting the same thing. You keep magnetizing the same thing, not because they haven't changed, because you haven't changed. You haven't changed your perspective, and you have to increase your value system. If you don't increase your value system, you will always attract the same thing. Everybody cannot be in your circle. Everybody cannot be your friend. You cannot help everybody, and you are not assigned to everybody. Some people are there for a moment in time. Some people are there for a season, and some people are there for a lifetime. You have to know the difference between the three, because some of you guys connected to the people that were supposed to be there for a moment in time, and you created a lifetime connection and then birthed children from that individual. And it was supposed to be a momentary moment in time where this person just was a fleeting thought, was a fleeting moment. You're supposed to have said something and let them go. But you connected because there were some holes and issues in your own heart that you haven't resolved yet. Once you change your value system, and I was thinking about this on the way, and I said, I really would like to go down to a Rolls-Royce dealership and just interview the people that work in the dealership. How many of you guys have seen a commercial with a Rolls-Royce? How many of you guys seen a commercial with a Maybach? How many of you guys seen a commercial with a Bugatti? How many of you seen a commercial with a Bentley? I've never seen commercials with those cars. The only thing I've seen was brand ambassadors. Brand ambassadors are like the R&B artists and the stars and everything that become brand ambassadors and put value on that car. They let you know that, ooh, this car is assigned to this group of people. This car is assigned to this type of people, right? If you go to the dealership and ask them, I'm quite sure, I'm going to ask the question, I'm going to put my theory out there. The reason why you don't see them advertised is because they understand the quality of the work they put into that vehicle. They understand when they created that vehicle, the value of that vehicle. That's why it has the price tag. Bugatti is the millionaire's dream car. That's like $1 million car. And it's like, I think it's like maintenance for the year is like $700,000. You got to rotate the tire. You got to change the tires out every, I don't know how many miles it was, but when you rotate them out, I think that's about $10,000 or $25,000. Oil change is about $10,000. The insurance, you don't just apply for an insurance. You know how you got your insurance, you apply for, no, you got to apply for the insurance, and they got to tell you whether they're going to cover you or not. That's probably about a $4,000 payment per month. But they understand the value of the product that they created. And this is an inanimate object. This is a luxury vehicle. And we are much more than a luxury vehicle. You have much, much more value than that. You have to put value on yourself. Michael Jordan's shoes sell because of his name. You are buying the name brand. You're buying the name. He understands his value. Louis Vuitton, Coach. It's the craftsmanship and it's the name that you're paying for. So if this is, products and inanimate objects and luxury cars and clothing, then what more value do you have? For some of you guys, you kind of struggle with that because as soon as you come up and begin to see your value, you got family and those toxic people around you to say things. Oh, you think you all that now? You don't learn how to read a word. Now you all that now. Those are the people that try to keep you down. No, it's not me that thinks I'm all that because I wasn't thinking that. That's you that thinks I'm all that. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Oh, you think you cute now that you grew some hair. You got a little hair now, wear a little makeup. You think you cute. No, you think I'm cute. Kind of oxymoron to put a compliment in with an insult, right? So that's not even your thought. That's their thoughts. And a lot of you, whenever you're trying to come up in the world, you got this crabs in a pot theory. There are some people around you in your circle that always try to keep you in the pot. So you got to have value for yourself. When you increase your value and you don't tolerate you just don't tolerate stuff. You're not going to tolerate disrespect. When you create boundaries, the boundaries, no, I'm going to tell you something. If you keep on saying this, if you keep on doing this, I know something. You don't know nothing because you can't stop nobody from doing nothing. Your boundaries mean if you keep on doing it, I'm going to cut you off. I'm going to stop talking to you. I'm going to give you the silent treatment. I'm going to just cut you off and no go contact whatsoever. So you don't even have to say it to people. Listen, this is the last time you're going to do this right here. Or what? You'll see. My word, my actions are louder than words. The next time you disrespect me and the next time they disrespect you, you cut them off. That's it. Those are your boundaries. I don't have to explain nothing to you. That's it. I'm done with you because you're not going to keep on disrespecting me. I'm not going to keep going in a cycle with you. See, the problem is that you train your abuser. You train your abuser at how much you're going to take. You train the abuser at how much you're going to tolerate. And in the very beginning, when you're dating somebody, you're letting them know just how much you're going to tolerate. So you train your abuser at what you're going to tolerate, to include the narcissist. That narcissist, you train that narcissist as to how much you're going to tolerate. They're going to change. I've seen the good in them. You've trained them. The next thing I want to talk about is rejection. And this is something that that Dr. Cindy Trim said. And I added stuff on there. So what she said is that rejection is an indicator that you're bigger than the people or the organization that you're in. So I was thinking this when I was driving, but I was rejected by my mother, but I was rejected by my father. I was rejected by my caretaker. Okay. Sometimes two people got to come together to create you. They need those two DNAs. And those of you that are not believers, just work with me. Use the principle behind what I'm saying. God had to allow these two people to procreate because it doesn't happen if he doesn't allow it, but procreate it and created your DNA to create you, your unique self. And today, Apostle said the same thing. There's nobody in this world that's got your thumbprint. Ain't nobody in this world got your fingerprint. You are the only one in this whole world. Billions of people on this earth, they got these fingerprints right here that identify you. No one else has these fingerprints. You have these fingerprints. You are unique all by yourself. You may have a doppelganger that look like you, but there's no one in the world that's like you. You are unique. When you were created, the mold was broken. All right. And the thing about it is that DNA, those two DNAs created you. That didn't mean they qualified to raise you up into who you're going to be. So legally they had to raise you up and feed you. And some of you guys went into foster care. I understand that part. You know what I mean? But then you get mentors and you get counselors and therapists that help shape you because they didn't qualify to shape you and to make you into the greatness. Those doors are closed and over with. The rejection was just an indicator, number one, that the people that you're around are weak. And either number one, they fear you. I'm already in one of my other points. They either fear you or they don't understand you. So their ignorance make them fear you because they don't understand you. And number two, the rejection is they fear you or they don't understand you. And like Dr. Cindy Trim said, it's an indicator that you're bigger than the people that you're around. To be rejected by someone just means that you're ignorant, you're afraid of me, I challenge you, or number two, you don't understand me, and I'm really bigger. The next point is that some of you dumb down in order to be accepted. You can't even be your intelligent, intellectual self be the great you that you are, because you dumb down so that you don't make them feel bad. No, you wise them up to where you at. And if you make them feel uncomfortable, then that's not the group you need to be with. You need to be amongst the eagles, not the chickens. You need to be amongst people that are of a caliber higher than you, that challenge you. The next thing, I done went through all my points. A lot of times you connect with weak people because the weak people don't intimidate you. You need to be amongst strong people that challenge you. Challenges help you grow. You get around greatness, you get around great people that challenge you when you don't have any answers, you really don't understand what they're talking about. They become your teachers. Whenever there's a teacher present that is of higher status than you are, it can be ranking, structure, whatever, close your mouth and listen. You don't know everything. You're amongst greatness. Be quiet. They've elevated, they have graduated to that level. Sit amongst the greatness and listen, because that's where you're trying to go. Get around people that make you feel uncomfortable. Get around people that are going to challenge your dysfunctional thoughts and make you feel uncomfortable, and make you feel uncomfortable enough for you to change. But for some people, you don't like that. You desire to be around weak people so that you can dumb down to their level, so that when you around weak people like that, you can't let the weak people encourage you. Because then what happens is when you get around weak people that are beneath you, and not in an arrogant way or a disrespectful way, when you get around people that are weak, like a narcissist, these are the people you should be leading. But in order to be accepted because of that rejection, you allow the weak people to lead you. So instead of you being the leader, you become the follower. So you all out of line. You all toe up from the flow up, when you should be leading the weak people. You should lead the weak people to bring them up to your standard. Narcissists are weak people. I hate to tell you that, but narcissists are weak people, because it takes a weak person to abuse, mentally manipulate, horrifically abuse. The things that they do, that's weakness. That's not strength. But it looks like they're strong. It looks like they're always getting over. It looks like they're always winning. Those are the most miserable people that you will ever meet in your whole life. Those are the most miserable people that you will ever meet. And the older they get, the worse it gets. Right now, there are some people that I know. And I had a conversation with a young lady. She's not my client. It's someone that I know. I had a conversation. And the narcissist is, number one, I hate to say this because it sounds so bad, but he cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Like, something really wrong with him. And he on and off drugs and everything. He's a handsome guy. In jail right now. And he has abused so many women, beat them, abused them. I mean, just horrific. Some of the things that he has done, horrible. He's in jail now, and he's slowly losing his mind. He's slowly losing touch with reality because he's confined and he has to deal with himself. Not only does he have to deal with himself, he doesn't have supply. He on the phone, working supply. But he doesn't have the freedom to work supply. So he's slowly beginning to lose his mind. It's like he's slowly becoming psychotic. He's slowly beginning to have psychotic episodes. The things that he's saying doesn't even sound right. Like he need to be on medication, but it's worse. So don't ever think, stop sitting around waiting to see what happens. I don't see the karma. I don't see, okay, you ain't never going to see it. As long as you're looking for it, you're not going to see it because it's not for you to see. Just know that they don't get away with what they do. They do not get away with what they do. It is not better with the new supply. It looks that way, but it looked that way with you too. And trust you me, the older that they get, the worse that it gets. I promise you, the worse that it gets. What's another thing here? I may have already said everything. Well, I done said all my points. I done said my 6 points. So I done said my 6 points. Listen, you got to have value for yourself. You've got to respect yourself. If you want change, and if you tired of being like that, you got to be tired enough for change. You got to change. Can't nobody change you. There's nobody's going to come up with no magic answer to you. Ain't nobody going to come and give you this magic formula or this revelation or this great prophetic word, because you have to make up in your mind that you want to change. When you make up your mind that you want to change, when a student is ready, the teacher comes. If you still playing, because some of you guys still playing. Some of you guys, let me tell you something. Well, I got kids by this person. Okay, I got it. So you have to learn how to gray rock. You have to learn, you don't co-parent with a narcissist. That's co-counter-parenting. What you do is you can parallel parent. When you talk, I know it still hurts. You know you still love them, got it. But when you get tired, that's when you start making decisions. I'm tired. And when you get tired and you make a decision, trust me, they sense that. They sense that there's a wall up and you tired. I ain't got time for you. Don't play with me. Let me tell you something. When the narcissist realized I was tired, when he used to show up at my door and like, I need to talk. We need to talk. And he used to be aggressive. We need to talk. And one day I was in the shower and got a message. Hey, he wants to talk to you. I ain't got time to go there and talk to him. He talked for like 8 hours. He talked about the same thing. You know, narcissists are talking circumstantial talking. They talk in circles, circles, circles. Sometimes they're tangential. Tangential thinking and tangential speech means they go on a tangent while they're talking. They jump from topic to topic to topic to topic. That lets you know their thought pattern. That means that and a lot of times when they're manipulating, they jump from topic to topic to topic to topic to confuse you. Circumstantial means that they talk in circles to get back to the point. And it's bigger circles and you get tired. And this joker like to talk for hours about the same thing over and over and over again from a different perspective to force you to change your mind. And so he used to like to show up unannounced and I need to talk. And one day, y'all, I done had enough. And I was in the shower washing my golden locks. And I decided, let me hook this joker up because I'm tired of him. And I wrapped that head up, looked like Erykah Badu, had that big old thing on my head, and snatched that door open where he was standing. I snatched the door open. He was standing back on the steps. And I came out there and I was like, what? What do you want? And I think at that moment, he had that Scooby-Doo. He had that look in his face, and you can look in their face when they're trying to figure out you're not where I thought you used to be, because they always assume you're still in the same place than where they met you. They always assume that you will never, ever change. They always assume I'm going to always keep you where you at. But when you begin to grow, when you keep that distance from them and no contact, you begin to build your strength. And that day, if this brother would have said the wrong thing, he would have went down all them steps. So thank God he knew I was not playing with him that day. I'm tired. I'm tired of being afraid. It wasn't I was afraid of him per se. I was tired and I was afraid of the drama. You cause drama and you yell and you confuse and we're going to go for hours. I'm not finna talk to you for no hours. What you got to say? Okay, you said it. I got the point the first 80 times that you just said it. Got it. Got it. All right. Good night. Closed the door and walked in. I felt empowered because I'm tired. I'm tired of this nonsense. You got to get tired. I'm tired of this nonsense. I'm tired of feeling like I'm in a cage. You got the key to take yourself out of that cage. You got to close the doors of the past. They're not going to give you closure. They're not going to apologize. And if they do apologize, you already know they're going to give you some sorry, lame apology, and you don't feel satisfied. You don't feel like there's no closure. You're like, and then on top of that, when you want an apology, you're like, I don't owe you no apology. And you're like, what? And you're mad all over again because they like to play the game with you. What you got to do is cut it off. You know what? You got a mental illness. And I understand you got a mental illness. The one thing that I can do is I can change. You'll never change. You'll get worse with time. You'll get worse with time. So you got to understand your value and you got to get tired and you got to finally make a decision. Enough is enough. I'm getting ready to grow. I'm getting ready to progress. I'm getting ready to move forward. I ain't got time for this nonsense. You got to let it go. You got to understand your value. Go on Tuesday mornings at 7:45 Pacific Standard Time, which is 3 hours ahead of East Coast. So Central Standard Time is not 9:45 and East Coast is 10:45. Go on the channel with Apostle Helen Sadler, and you have myself, Bishop Kathy Gibson. You have Cluster Be Free Karen. You got Telsha with the T on MPD. You got Tasha Lelandman, Confessions of a Christian Girl. You got people like Miss Pat Jones. You got people like Miss Yolanda. I can't think of Miss Yolanda's last name. You got people like Miss Bridget is Gibson, Miss Bridget Gibson, who is a DV advocate. But you have all these professionals on this platform, and you get different perspectives, different personalities, and come and listen. If you want to change, you have to invest in yourself. Stop being cheap. You know how much hair like this costs? You know how much it costs to get your lashes done, your nails did, and you can invest in yourself, invest in your mind, invest in your recovery. You pay a car note for your vehicle because you know that that's an investment. I need transportation. So you got to invest in yourself. You are your greatest asset. Stop being cheap. Stop wanting everything for free. You are your greatest asset. Invest in yourself, invest in your healing, get yourself a life coach, enroll in class. I got a class coming up, but this one is parenting. This one's going to be about parenting for parents that have children ages, I think it's 2 through 12. It's behavior modification. So you can get your sanity back. So you can get your household, get your control back. But you invest in things like that. Some of y'all have lost control of your kids dominating you. Your kids, they're doing the same thing that your abuser was doing, and you're allowing them to do that because they're your cute little nump. You cute. All right, nope, gonna get knocked out. You better get control of your house, because however you're training your children right now is what you're training them. And everybody don't care about your kid. The world don't care about your kid like you do. When your kid leaves the house, they ain't gonna handle your child the way. They ain't gonna handle your child with love. So I'm doing a class on that. Listen, you got to invest in yourself. When you get tired, I got tired. I'm like, enough me being a victim, enough of me complaining about something I can't change. I cannot change the narcissist. I cannot change my past. I cannot change what has happened. All I can do is take what was in the past, and I'm going to monetize this. I'm going to make sure that other people get this information, because the greatest thing that has ever happened is that you abused me, but I was able to take that abuse and teach other people. Because had I not gone through what I went through, I wouldn't be on this platform right now. And that's what some of you guys got to say. I'm going to take this. I'm going to heal. And you know what? I'm great. Go ahead. One day you're going to say I'm great. Hopefully this has helped you tonight. Hopefully this has helped you. Now listen, I want to know, before I end this and go over to Clubhouse for a few minutes, what I would like to know is I'm thinking about coming to Austin during Thanksgiving, because I have a grandbaby that's going to be born. But I've been thinking about coming to Austin. Hold on just a minute. I'm trying to scroll down on the comments. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on just a moment, y'all. Give me just a second. Let me see what's going on over here. Forgive me, y'all. Forgive me, you guys. Give me just a second. Hold on just a moment. There we go. So I'm thinking about coming to Austin during the Thanksgiving week. And I know that the day after Thanksgiving is Black Friday. So I know a lot of you guys are spending money on Christmas gifts and shopping and everything. But what I thought about doing is doing a meet and greet that Saturday, maybe for like 4 or 5 hours. I was going to get with a lot of people that are going to be on the platform for next year's conference. And during the meet and greet, I want you guys to have, a table talk. When you guys come, you guys get to ask all the people that are going to be on my panel. Plus, I'm introducing a new speaker. I'm going to have a new speaker that's going to be a part of the team that is coming to Louisiana. Next year's conference is going to be the trauma conference. We're going to be talking about trauma. And so I would like, a meet and greet, and it's going to be private because it is a paid event. But you guys will have, and it's going to be limited to maybe like 15 or 20 people. I probably may do like 15 people, 20 people, not a big crowd, where you guys get to meet me and you get to meet the people on Zoom, and you get to talk to us, sit, and we get to talk and have a conversation. And you can ask us questions. You get to meet the people that are going to be on next year's conference. And for those that come to the meet and greet, you will get a discounted rate to my conference for general admissions. Now, VIP is VIP. If you want to get VIP, I'm not changing the prices for VIP, but if you come to the meet and greet, those people that are at the meet and greet will get a discounted rate for general admissions for my next year's conference. Or if you want to be VIP, you'll be VIP. I may be doing something different next year with the VIPs, but if you want to do VIP, you'll be able to get your ticket and get it out the way during the meet and greet. Also, I'll be you guys will get to talk to Apostle Helen Sadler about the conference that's coming up, so you can go ahead and start getting her tickets. You get that out the way. So if you guys are interested, which is in November, I know is the day after Thanksgiving, so it's the day after the Black Friday sale. If you guys would like to do a meet and greet, I'm going to put a little poll on YouTube. You guys respond to that poll and let me know. I probably will only take about 15 people. I'm not going to have a big space. It's just be an intimate 15 people. And then you guys get to meet me, and you get to meet on Zoom. You get to meet all the people that were going to be at the conference next year, and that's going to be at the table talk with Apostle, like Miss Karen. But you get to ask us questions, and you'll get first dibs at tickets to both of our events in California and in Chicago. Then during the spring holidays, for 2023, during spring holidays, when my daughter's on spring break, I was thinking about coming to Washington, D.C. I was going to come up there to visit family, but while I was there on a Saturday, I may do a meet and greet there as well. And I'll open that up. And I'm, like I said, it's going to be very limited to maybe like 15, 20 people. That's it. But you get to meet me. You get to meet the panel. You'll also get to meet the people that are going to be speaking at my conference, and you'll get to meet Apostle, and you get first dibs at tickets for both of those events. So if you would like to do that, I'm going to put I am going to put what is it called? A link, a poll, and you guys let me know. I mean, that's something you'd like to do. I would look into that. I will look into that so that, sorry about that, y'all. But I'm going to look into that so that, hold on a minute. Let me reload my page. Sorry about that. There we go. But I would look into that. And you guys let me know. I'm going to put a poll up there and you guys let me know. Okay. So I'm going to put a poll for Austin, Texas, and I'm going to put a poll for Washington, D.C. And so, Auntie said, come on over there to Alabama. Wait a minute, you in Florida. I'm going to be in Florida too, but I won't be in Florida. I probably, let me think. Next year, I'm going to be in Los Angeles, California. 2024, I'm going to be in New York, but I am making plans to come to Florida. So I don't know yet, but I don't know when yet, but I am coming to Florida. But listen, so I'm going to take about 3 questions. DC, Miss Lawana. Okay, so I'm going to put a poll. But like I said, I probably won't do, it's not going to be a big event. It's going to be a very intimate event, maybe about 15, 20 people. That's it. Where we can sit at the table and talk. You guys can talk to me. We can sit there and have a conversation, maybe even go out to eat later on that evening, you know, hang out together, have a conversation. Okay. But I'm going to answer about 3 questions. I'm not sure when I'm coming to Florida yet. Come further south. I was thinking about New Orleans, but that'd be nice. But I'm coming. I'm coming. Y'all give me my rounds. I'm coming. You're in Dallas? Oh, she said she'll come to Austin. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'll put a poll out there and let me put some feelers out there and see. If not, I'll just go visit family. But I know Just Be Real is going to be there. So you guys get to meet Just Be Real. And make sure, remember at the beginning, I was telling you guys, please make sure, send her $5, send her $10, $20, just a token of appreciation. She wasn't able to be here tonight, and she really is my ride or die. She makes sure I'm taken care of on all my platforms. Wherever I go, she shows up. She's my personal assistant, and she takes good care of me. So when I'm over there thirsty, she's about to pass out, she'll come and bring me water right on time. She really takes care of me. She runs up and down the stairs to go get stuff from me to take care of you guys. And I really want to show her my appreciation, how much I care for her, you know, because she does an awesome job. So if you guys will please go and send her on her Cash App is $ just JUST BEREAL #1 ST. Just Be Real first. And you guys send her $5, $2, $10, $20. Send her something and just put on there a token of our appreciation for taking care of this channel and taking care of you guys. Thank you so, so much. All right. Well, I'm going to take about 2 or 3 questions, and then I'm going to come on over here to Clubhouse. I'm going to take about 2 or 3 questions on Clubhouse, and then I got to go, y'all. Okay. Because I got to take care of some business. Do I know the month and the day? You mean when I'm coming to Austin or when I'm doing the conference? When I'm coming to Austin or DC, or when I'm coming to do my conference? Every conference that I do is always the last Saturday of July. So every year is going to be the same. It's usually not the same dates itself, but every year when I do my conference, whatever city I come to, is always going to be the last Saturday of July. Every year it's going to be the last Saturday of July. every year. And the reason why I do that is because it's in the middle of summer where your kids are not in school yet. And, you know, you still got that summertime, but it's still during the summer. And it gives me time to plan for it too. Los Angeles is going to be the last Saturday of July. I will be in Los Angeles the last Saturday of July. I have not gotten the hotel yet. I have to go and make the arrangements with the hotel so that I'll know, so I can give you guys the location. But you can, I put up a link where if you guys want to register now, you can register now to go ahead and get your tickets out the way. If you want to get the tickets out the way, if you guys want to do VIP this year, I'm doing something, next year, I'm doing something different with the VIP. But if you guys want to be VIP, that means you get to be with me and the other speakers. Let's see. So I'm going to answer like 2 or 3 questions. So if you got a question, go ahead. Absolutely. Ms. Davita. Well, if I'm in New York, you ain't going to be too far from me because I'm coming to New York in 2024. So if I know Philly and New Jersey is not too far from New York, so I can meet you there. I haven't set up the registration yet. I'm going to set up the registration, and you guys are welcome to go register. So I'm going to set up the registration, okay? And I will set up the registration where you guys can go ahead and register early. And you got plenty of time so you guys can come see me in Los Angeles. So talk to me. Ask me 1 or 2 questions, and I'm coming over here to Clubhouse real quick. I missed the question. I missed the question. Miss Prissy Marie, you asked a question. I missed the question. This is really comfortable moving back and forth, so forgive me. I'm rocking myself in my chair. Will child custody hold it against you for seeking therapy after experiencing abuse? Not that I'm aware of. Sometimes that might help you because therapists are mandatory reporters, number one. And on top of that, they have to keep records, which may be beneficial to you if you end up having to go to court. But you can't influence the therapist. Therapists don't like to be caught up in court cases. Let's see. Come on, 2 more questions. 2 more questions. Can I do a Zoom teaching or Eventbrite? I have in the past. Let's see. Any more questions? Do more? I will try to do that. Who is that? Caldea? I will try to do more. I sure will. Right now, I'm trying to get some things finished up in my office because I have a course coming out. And when I get ready to launch that course, I do. Yes, ma'am, Davita. I do. I am going to do another book. Those of you that have not purchased my book, I'm gonna call you when you get okay. Just give me a minute on Clubhouse, and I'll call you as soon as I get off Clubhouse, Miss Clara. But what for those of you that don't know, I do have a book. It's called Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. You can buy it on Barnes & Noble, Amazon. And for those of you that are out of the country, I found out that there were some problems with Amazon and Barnes & Noble sending it out of the country, like to UK. You can go to my publisher, which is Westbow Press, and you can purchase books there and send it to the UK or overseas. Well, thank you. Is it me Yorker? Thank you. Any tips on parallel parenting and dealing with family court? There is some, I did a video, and there are some videos out there. Another person that you can go watch is Judge Anthony Bompiani. He is a retired judge for family court, and he used to be a family attorney. And he has some courses and classes that you can enroll in that, and they're very nominal fee, and he can help you. You can hire him as a coach, and he can help you with making suggestions. He can't be your attorney, but he can give you suggestions on paperwork because he is familiar with narcissists in the court. But you can go to Judge Anthony Bompiani. Who's that? Is that Yulin? But Anthony Bompiani. Go look for him on Instagram. You can put Judge Anthony and he'll pop up. He's the bald-headed guy. But he's a retired judge, and he gives information. Great. Now he cusses. And he got a little mouth on him, but he gives some very good information. Very, very good information. Go check him out. How to spell it is, so it's Judge Anthony, Anthony, Bompiani is Bompionia, I think. Bompiani. Bompi. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try it. His name is Judge Anthony. It'll show up on Instagram. I think he's Judge Anthony. But if you put it like in Google search engine, he's Bomp. Hopefully I said that right too. Bompiani, I think it is. Judge Anthony Bompiani. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to switch over here to Clubhouse for a few moments. And I'm going to take about 2 or 3 questions over here on Clubhouse. So give me just a moment. I'm coming. Well, all right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. No, it's B, not P, B. Bompini with a B. Bravo. Judge Anthony Bompiani. And I probably pronounced it wrong, but that's how you spell it. Bompiani. Yeah, Bompiani. My book is called Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection, Abused by the Esteem. And you'll see like the little, let me see. I don't have one of my books in here. I should have it so I can show it to you. It's a guy in a blue suit. He's got a mask in front of his face, a white mask in front of his face. Nice watch. So yes, is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. Well, hey, Hungry, how are you? So I'm getting ready to cut it off. I'm getting ready to go. I'm going to talk to Clubhouse for a few minutes. I'm going to take about 1 or 2 questions over here, and then I'm going to close it out. And Clara, give me a minute on Clubhouse, and I'm going to call you. So you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I have enjoyed it. I have enjoyed this time with you. Make sure on Tuesday, Monday, my little sister, Victoria Sadler, is going to be on, and she comes on at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. And it is the Quantum You. She comes on at 6 o'clock. If you see me pop up on there, go and look, and you'll just come to her room. She's phenomenal. On Tuesday is Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper, and you'll see a lot of us on that panel. Cluster Free, Miss Karen, when do you come on? Thank you so much, Miss Clara. Karen, what time you come on? What day and time you come on? Is it Thursday? Love you, Auntie. Y'all, that's my auntie. Aunt Dean. That's Miss Geraldine Taylor. That's my auntie, y'all. My for real auntie. What day and time you come on, Miss Karen? So you are so welcome, Willow White. Thank you so much. So I'm going to cut it off. I know it's kind of delayed, so I was trying to wait for Miss Karen to say the time. Fridays. What time on Fridays? Because I know you 3 hours behind Washington. So that makes you 6 hours behind East Coast, 3 hours behind West Coast, 4 hours behind Central Standard Time. So she's on Fridays. So you got me on Sundays. You got my little sister, Victoria Sadler. So she's 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Time on Fridays. You guys go check out Cluster B Free Karen. Go check out Telsha with the T on MPD. Go look on Instagram for Tasha Leland, Confessions of a Christian Girl. On Fridays, you have Bishop Kathy Gibson. My Life is Intentional. She comes on, I think, about 7 o'clock on Instagram and on Facebook, I think. So on Instagram. And Tuesdays is Helen Sadler, your Destiny Helper, at 7:45 a.m., which is 9:45 Central Standard Time and 10:45 Eastern Time. So all week long, you got something to listen to. All week long, y'all. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you so much for joining me. I love y'all. You guys have a great night, and I will see you this week. Sometimes during the week I can't post like I want to because Tuesdays I'm online. Sometimes on Wednesdays and Thursdays, or sometimes on Thursdays and Fridays, I have early appointments. So I can't sit in the car very long because I got to run into the office. So sometimes I can't do my videos. But I appreciate you guys. Number one, I want to say thank you so much for thank you so much. Number one, because you guys got me 30,000 subscriptions on Facebook. 30,000 people subscribe to my Facebook page. I'm so thankful and so humble. Thank you so much for finding something valuable in what I'm saying. And then over on TikTok, we hit 10,000. We hit 10,000. And you guys don't know. Thank you so much. That's 30,000 on Facebook, 10,000 on TikTok, y'all. And then on Facebook, I think it's like 59,000 plus counting. And then one of the videos is like 618,000 views. Listen, let me tell you something. I tell you guys this all the time. You know, a person that was in the abuse, a person that was hurting, a person that cried for 6 months because couldn't understand, you know, what did I do that was so bad? You know, the same thing that you guys were thinking, until I had to pick myself up as a soldier that I am, pick myself up. And I said, you know what? I'm going to use this to help other people. And I got on my face and I prayed. I said, God, I said, don't let this be in vain. I said, don't let this be in vain. I said, I promise you this one thing. If you promise me that you'll use this to help other people, to especially women, to help other women, if you promise me that you'll help other women, you'll use my pain and you'll help other women so that they don't have to go through some of this, or they have support. If you use this to help them, I promise you, I'll never go back. I'll never go back. And then I will not date until you tell me that this is the person. I will not connect myself, because I've did it my way and I don't want to do it my way anymore. I want to do it your way. So whatever you have planned for me, I want what you have planned for me, because I done did it my way and I done tore myself out the frame. That was my prayer. And look, this is the harvest. This right here is the harvest. You guys come and support me. You listen to what I have to say. You know, you guys listen to what I have to say, and you have no idea. I'm so humbled and I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I do. I appreciate you guys. And it means that I have to make sure I'm consistent, and I have to make sure that I'm always fed. And whenever I go places and I hear people talk, I always think about you guys and what I want to bring back to you guys if you don't get a chance to hear it. So, oh yeah, October is Domestic Violence Month, y'all. So we're going to put some purple hearts, purple ribbons, something. But I appreciate you guys. I want you guys to go and have a great evening. You guys sleep well. I thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful evening, okay? Good night, everybody.